Hello and welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Fancy Penguin, and today we are going to continue playing Doki Doki Literature Club right where we left off. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright guys, here it is. We are going to read the last two poems from the characters. Let's start with Natsuki first. Oh right, you're the little pink bitch. How can I forget? Yes. Well, it's obvious what I expect from someone like you. It's a little... What did I just say? What did I just say? Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It didn't evoke any emotions. Aren't you the one that writes about, like, sprinkles and, like, candy and very sweet stuff? Or are you the one that does the suicide? I'm not sure. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. You could smack me if you could reach me. What were you, like 5'4"? 4 or 11? I don't know. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay, that's kinda deep, but not as deep as the other ones. Alright. Yeah, I told you that they were gonna... You weren't... I didn't like that. I like the poem, I just don't like you, okay? I just don't like you. Well, just be honest, I am. Are you convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. That's true, it doesn't have to be, so people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point for some people to express themselves? Your writing style would make your message any less valid. I guess that's a good point. That is a very good point. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, okay, fine. She made her point, but you're not any less of an asshole, pink bitch. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts me more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess we went more into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. You're not a pro. Shut the fuck up. You're not a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't learn anything. Didn't you expect that from the youngest one here? Did you? You're so stuck up. I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last... Yeah, I would do the same thing, to be honest. Tell me in the comments, who's your favorite out of the four? I'm very curious to know. I personally like the purple hair, but I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments and why. I'm really curious. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, fair enough. Alright, last person. Sayori. Okay, it's you. This is a good poem, Fancy. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Oh, thank you. She's so sweet. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're a really good part of the club now. That's really nice. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Fancy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. I'm kind of selfish. I'm an asshole in this game. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sarah sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, what is my actual motive? I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. Am I trying to win their hearts? I think I am. But I can't take hints, apparently, so. And I'm not gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay, now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Okay, let's read your poem. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Oh, it rhymes. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Aw, that's kind of adorable. That's really sweet. So Yuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. That's cute. I forgot to do it last night. That's okay. About myself, don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, that's true. She did try her best. Oh shit, I just hit the mic. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It wasn't a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? It does. Really does. Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. I love eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky, but I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. That's the spirit. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, what do we do now? We read everyone's poems. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my medical writing ability. Even though they were just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, so Yuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Hey, like me! It's me! Fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? You're short, okay? Enough said. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I wasn't trying to say something nice. You really have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really doesn't come out nice at all. Well, I guess I do have a couple suggestions. If I were looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. No one did. Oh, Sayori liked it. In fact, I didn't like it. So based on I didn't like it. Don't quote me on that. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Makes sense. And Fancy liked my poem too, you know. I did, actually. I liked her poem a lot. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. What's with the music change? What's with the music change? That's not what I'm... Yours stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Fancy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice? I didn't. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of that, I would literally go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Fancy started showing up. Oh, did they really? I'm not a boob guy, but okay. Natsuki, that doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both guys turn and as they noticed I was standing there. Fancy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it, and if she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then I wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have them figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Fancy. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessary limiting yourself, but it's also waste. You understand that, right, Fancy? I do. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not because you can't take hits. hints or clues or social clues. I don't know. It's not that I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Okay, Yuri, I enjoy you more. Fuck, I don't know, but I feel like if I press help Mr. Yuri, that's probably what the game wants me to do. Yuri, you're right, I like your poem. See? Wait, that's not, you should pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my, I understand. Yuri's a seriously talented writer. That's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's work, oh, okay, so I didn't really pick anyone's side. I just kind of helped them both out, you know? Kind of settled the argument. That's very nice of me. Very courteous. Very nice of me, okay? All this reading is making my brain jumble up. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. It becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and you just told her how that you felt this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that Natsuki. I think that's enough. Thank you, Monica. Thank you for stepping in. You have some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Do you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps me to take a walk and clear my head. I clicked. I don't need that. So Yuri, she didn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It will spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem off from the desk and storms off. Good riddance. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she's really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. So everyone thinks alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone have not got frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Fancy. You're too kind. I'm iffy. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. One thing that Natsuki said about you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? It was about her boobs. Well, never mind. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Good idea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, oh, she's back. The pink short bitch is back. It was alright. Well, mostly. Fancy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow? Jesus Christ. And maybe you learn something from your friends. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. Well, with any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Now to myself with newfound determination. Fancy, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Fancy, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Yeah, a little too much, to be honest. It is going to be so much fun. So it looks like Sayori still has been caught up onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop? There I am. There's my... line. I'm finally getting it, I think. Well, just had to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. It's easy to use Sayori as an inner monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Am I gonna write a poem now? I think I'm gonna write a poem. Yeah, I'm gonna write a poem. Alright, so I'm trying to impress Yuri here. So let's do Vertigo. Prayer. Raindrops. Broken. Frightening. Philosophy. Agonizing. What does Doki Doki mean? I still don't know. Secretive. Destiny. Promise. Rain cloud. That. Oh, I should choose that. Nightgown. Infinite. Ambient. Vivid. That's good. Grief. Memory. Sugar. Anger. Universe. There we go. Universe. Judgment. And existence. And then the last one. Party, love, desire. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting again. We got a little comfortable here, and over the past couple days, entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Fancy. Hi, Sayori. Oh, yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's pretty simple things to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come to with me to buy a snack? No thanks. What? I kind of do want to go buy a snack with you. Why not? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. Just want you to look at it. Her coin purse. Does she have nothing in it? Is that why she wants me to take get a snack with her? She turns it upside down and lets content spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. What did I say? I knew that. I can see it right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you had brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want to excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's only one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Oh, hello. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Fancy to let me borrow some money. Don't let me get involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Wow. Wow. That's pretty harsh. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Just laugh it off. Just laugh it off. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side to you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and I have to accept the retribution. Oh, okay. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? What does that mean? There's been multiple references to like devil and selling my soul. So I need to remember in the back of my mind that this is indeed a horror game, but I'm not seeing any horror right now. And honestly, it's so cute, it's so wholesome. You know, there's been a couple fights, but everyone's getting along. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if you weren't for the cupcakes. That's true. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Did I just slap her? Something smacks her in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was it? A cookie! It's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is that a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Oh, hello. Oh, right, because she loves to bake. She loves to bake, so she probably baked that cookie. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I thought she was gonna say me, but alright. I was so happy. She hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Going through a lot of just one cookie. Of her own cookie. Yours looks really good, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Gets out of her seat and goes behind Suki, then wraps her arms around her. Aw, jeez. Oh, that's so cute. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Cookie reaches up just much, nudge Sayori off her, lean sword takes one bite. Cookie. You should just do that. Mouthful trots away to safety. Yori and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori, You can glance us around. Monica is in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Yeah, well, she's a club leader. Where is she? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. But she's the club leader of this club, right? She would have to show up for the club. She's pretty popular after all. You didn't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. And there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quickly glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring at least. I was not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. It is pretty cool. Piano's a cool instrument. You should play sometime for something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I look forward to it. So yeah, I will. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Fancy. Thanks. What's with that pose? I always see her in that pose where it's like I'm not flexible enough to even do that. That's a weird pose. She smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm done already. I see. In that case, best of luck. Best of luck to you, Monica. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out so your mischievous escape. Fuck it. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down, so Yuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Yuri's back to her book. Right. Just read that. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh no, I'm just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, let's. Oh, is this the thing where we read it together? I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Go ahead. Thank you very much. If that's one thing that can't make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. I completely agree. Not to mention for yourself as well. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I want to plug this in the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yes, us time, great. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where to go off to, eh? Yuri's going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a little bit curious, that kind of one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell there's something wrong with helping involve fancy nightclub activities? Ooh, geez, that's very... I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then, let's go, Fancy. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. I just woke up. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Oh, it's okay. It happens. No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I was expecting it, but it's not right for Monica to judge people like that. Fancy? How can how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem as in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and you can't always hide them away. But you can always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. When you hate me for something as terrible as that, why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friends, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Fancy. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying, like, is this where we have our magical moment? But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyways, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled the water... Ew. Water from the water fountain is disgusting. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we turn to the classroom. Fancy, do you like oolong tea? I actually prefer green tea, so... Oh, okay, I do. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. You shouldn't do less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. That's right, because you're an expert on literature. What even is that? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. That's great, Yuri. And just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Fancy. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I wish Yuri poured a cup of tea for each of us. Fancy, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can't read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Why is that? It's mostly because of your posture, right? Anyways, hunch over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. Explains it. I mean, what else? That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get on the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it's go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time our bodies are even closer to each other. How is that possible? You're already sitting side by side. Are you sitting on top of her? Or is she sitting on top of you? How can you be even closer than you were before? What? I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders... I thought your shoulders were already touching in the last, time you did this. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my head. It's not like holding her book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Okay. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She watched her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little, put the teacup between my legs, and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book and finished opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if you touch it, then my mo gets much as on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think of that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens his book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely normal. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. That is absolutely adorable. Yuri's question suddenly breaks. Did I just... Exclamation needs to go. What just happened? Fancy? Sorry. Guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation had gotten really intense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. Yeah, I wonder fucking why. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest is rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Kiss her, dude. Fucking kiss her. What are you doing? I raise my arms. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. Take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Fuck you, Monica. Oh, we are having a moment. Oh, fuck you. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, everyone. Joy brought back. It's time to share poems. I don't want to share poems. Oh, fuck. Okay. Fancy, you can help Monica put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spells are abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up a bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up so much as a word between us. I got the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Which poem should I read first? Very good question. I kind of want to start with Monica, because after what just happened. So, not Monica, fuck. Yuri. Let's go, Yuri. Let's see what you've written for us today. Yuri shares the poem with a surprise expression. Do you like it? Fancy. This one went even better than yesterday. I sure hope it was. How do you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving you more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I'll offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone's motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only have written for myself. And besides, people will just that's not true. You know that's not true. Your writing's amazing. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Take the fucking hint. Take the hint. You just had that experience with her. You had that moment with her. You know she likes you, and you know that you like her, but you're too awkward. I mean, I'm awkward too, but come on, take a hint. Anyway, do you want to share your poem you wrote today? Yeah, let's read the poem. Let's read this poem, even if it's with you. Alright, the handwriting. Right. It happens in the dead of night. Oh, it's called The Raccoon. It happens in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an understanding human. Is that what it says? Understand? I can't fucking read that. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, a something. An urge. The moon incitements its face and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. Alright, I'm kind of getting nervous about that fucking knife. That very same light that glistens in my eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavilion conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. Huh. That's a side of like creepiness and a little deepness. I was a little more daring with this one than my yesterday's. I can see that. Yeah, I can. It's a little more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Am I the raccoon? Am I the raccoon her? And she's gonna whip out a fucking knife? She seems so sweet. Nah, she can't do that. That's not her. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. She does like horror, so I can kind of imagine why, but I don't think the knife is any means to worry about. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that's different people can relate to their own way. I want to express the way it feels for more to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so sometimes I enjoy writing about them. See, that makes sense. That explains everything. You don't have anything to worry about. Why'd you keep to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of you. And again, they won't make fun of you. Don't you have anything else like that fancy? Well, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little bit of something like that. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know. She's so in her head, and I understand. But the best we can do is respect each other and our individuals. Fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I keep mispronouncing because it's so much reading, and I have to focus on this, and my voice gets, tangled up. I apologize. I know I'm not like an English major. Just bear through with me. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would have probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. I am. I think so. I hope so. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Fancy. That's exaggerating a little bit. That's just how I feel. I never thought I'd feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, poem should I read next? Alright, do I read the club leader? Do I read Natsuki? Do I read Sayori? I kind of want to read the club leader. Let's read Monica. Yeah, club leader. Hi again, Fancy. How's the writing going? Alright, it's been going good actually. I think I enjoy it. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying myself. Maybe you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Why don't you share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, that one's good. It feels like you're only getting more comfortable with your style. But the imagery is better than the last one I read. Yeah, that's what Yuri said as well. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I have. Yes, thank you. I've been trying to impress her, but same fucking thing. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. She is. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. Ooh, okay. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. But when she's talking about literature, it's like light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's so hard to get personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I'm sure it's nothing bad. Come on. I know she's shy and she overthinks stuff, but whatever. It happens to the best of us. I hope you didn't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself, but still defending her like that. She must be pretty into. You must be pretty into her. I am, but you don't have to fucking say it, okay? Shut the fuck up. You completely misunderstood. No, you didn't, but just shut the fuck up. Calm down. I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a... No, she doesn't. What, really? Yeah, fictional one. Okay, you scared me there. Kind of whispers the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's no really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poems now? I like the way this one turned out. I really hope you do too. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless symphony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, radiating waveforms, speaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. This poem of meaningless. Okay, I don't really understand that one. It seems to me that something's going through her head, and I'm not even sure what. It's even more abstract than your last. It was very abstract. I guess just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with space. Yeah, you said that. Okay, that explains it. I remember her saying that she didn't like, she liked abstract poems, so that kind of explains it, because that was very abstract. That was the definition of abstract. Using where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. Oh, that's very true. That big brain. It's still hard for me to tell what it is about, though. Sometimes it's asking about what a poem isn't the right question. A poem could be abstract as a physical expression or a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Bring it on. Let's fucking hear it. Let's go. Bring it on. Here's Monica. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I talking? Is this about the game? I don't understand. Is this like Dark Souls where you gotta save before you do anything? Oh, fuck. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. But I'm not gonna save the game because I'm pretty happy with my choices right now. Speaking of my choices and saving my game, I'm gonna end there for today. We're gonna like last time. We're gonna finish the last two poems in the next episode. So far, since I'm going after Yuri, the purple-haired one, I mean, we've had that moment, and I think we're going the right direction. A couple more days like this, and I think I'll have her. Unless I already do. I probably already do. I just gotta get there. But we're gonna end it there. In the comments, like I said, let me know which character is your favorite. Yuri, Sayori, Natsuki, and Monica. Let me know, because I'm very curious to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Give me a like if you did. Consider subscribing if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next vid. Stay fancy.